Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day yet again. Hard not to when Avalanche is cranking and we are taking monstrous profit back to back to back. Take a look at this here. This just came through here. All targets achieved on 2 of our scalping trades, 70% and 61% there. For our premium group, we also have, what is it? There's Reef, Atom, UNT, Doge. There we go. AVAX, nice 47%. We still got a couple targets to go. So things are going awesome here. I'm super happy for my community. Thanks again for the wonderful feedback. If you want to be part of that, again, cryptocash.tech is a link down below. There are limited slots available, so just bear in mind we're going to have to restrict the amount of users just because we have so many people coming over right now. We got to make sure we got good one-on-one time with you. So be sure to check that out if you can. Obviously, we want to look at some backend data here and see kind of what just happened. Looks like that little candle wick up might have wrecked a few shorts, but we didn't have a ton of shorts actually in the market, which is funny. So we kind of zoom in a little bit here. We can kind of see, actually, let's just go a little deeper. We can kind of see here, right at about $27, we had some liquidation for some late shorts there, just trying to get in there. Not a ton, but still relevant. Basically, there's not much opposition right now at this level because, again, they keep getting smashed. So please, again, be careful shorting this coin. Some nice longs at about $20 even. I bet they're doing pretty nice right now. If you are long at $20, comment below. Even if you're not, like, subscribe, follow, deeply appreciate it. Thanks again so much for the wonderful support and feedback I've been getting lately. And welcome again if you're new to the channel. So cool to have you here. So what we want to do is look at the daily time frame. We'll work our way down and just kind of see generally what's going on. This previous liquidity level has been swept, so we can kind of check that off the list there. And just to kind of understand that's no longer relevant, we do have a fair value gap down as low as about $18, but those are always partially filled and sometimes never. If the price does pull back to that level, just know eventually $18 will be a target. We want to look at RSIs here. RSI is looking very good, up and over 70. Money flow index is high. That's the key takeaway here. If MFI was low and RSI is high, that's a cause for reversal. But right now, stochastic isn't giving us any indication the price wants to turn around. No reason to take a trade into this coin at all. Look at the MACD converging here, strong. We're looking good here. Avalanche is soon to take off. Well, I mean, it already kind of took off, but I think we're going to see some power here soon. Keep in mind, too, we do have 3 white soldiers, sort of. This isn't necessarily the strongest candle, but anytime you see 3 green candles in a row, it can be followed by a 4th red day or just a period of retracement. So, again, $25 would probably be the next level where the price pulls back to, that next key level fib. Otherwise, 0.382, 0.5, 0.618 are the most common. You can see that reflected on the 4-hour time frame here, where the price action could essentially pull back to these levels. Okay, and these are just some potential levels here. These are more so dollar cost average targets in bullish markets, not necessarily retracement zones you want to short to. Okay, I need to emphasize, do not short to these levels. It's not really appropriate. You might get lucky, don't get me wrong, there's a few coins that pull back here and there, but all this profit, everything that we're taking here, consistently day in and day out, this is all mainly because we're using low leverage, low position size, but ultimately because we're structuring our trades effectively and they're all long positions. We don't have a single, well, sorry, there is one short in here that we took profit with. I think it was like EDU. And we have a second short open with Chainlink, which came really close to its target here. So we may even have to cancel that one, honestly. So again, don't short very often if you can right now. It makes no sense. You're trying to swim upstream. Okay, so the 4-hour time frame here, let's quickly reflect here the RSIs, because RSI comes down to bounce off 70. That's commonplace, especially with the money flow index increasing. That's a good sign. Stochastic is swinging down, but it's starting to try to converge here. So we could very well see a convergence where the price action just continues higher. We're right on the horizon for that. Okay, so in other words, we just break through this $27 mark, and it's you know, it's taking off from there. We'll have that avalanche upwards, if you will. Okay, last thing I want to take a quick look here is the moving averages. We're above all 4, which is standard procedure here. So we could draw a little trend line here, just to kind of see what's going on, pay closer attention to this guy, and just kind of see, you know, where we end up. Because again, these ascending trends based on the 20-day SMA are important to recognize. I talk about it all the time. People are like, well, how relevant is it? How is it strong support? Not necessarily. It's more just an indicator of letting us know that we're on the which side of the tracks we're on. Okay, so if we're on the top, of course, above it, then we know we're fairly bullish, and if we're below, we're fairly bearish. That's generally how I like to look at it on the 4-hour and the daily time frames. It works very well for just giving you an indication of where you're heading. Okay, it should by no means be used as a support level to try to buy the dip or whatever. Again, I talk about this in my Trading University videos, so if you want to watch those, obviously make sure you do if you're new to the community. We had, what, 5 or 10 people register yesterday, and I can tell you that if you're new, again, make sure you use the resources we have available. Always check the signals guide so you understand how to utilize these signals, okay? So you don't just jump in blindly to every trade, because the day trading works a lot different than the swing trades. All right, so just some friendly advice there. Okay, last but not least, let's go to the hourly and just get some confirmation or lack thereof and see kind of where we're at here. So Ichimoku Cloud, full on massive amount of momentum here. So we're good there. The lagging span is another 8 hours or so. We might intersect with the price action, but here's the key takeaway. Look at this support level, working ascendingly with the trend line, but concurrently hanging out at that lower fib and upper fib. Okay, so we got $24 as a round number, and of course 25 also a round number. So between 24 to 25, we have a heavy amount of support. Let's quickly look at the volume profile and see. I'm sure it's going to be approximated right around the 22, 23 range, but we can see a heavy amount of volume accumulating at the $26 range. Okay? That's another reason why the price action is more likely to break up than down, because again, we have this type of ascending pattern. Okay, we're seeing these all over the place. It's just like it's like lemmings, they just keep on coming, right? We can't avoid it, but the truth is you want to get on board with the bullish momentum and not consider shorting into it. I know it seems all fun and games right here. Oh, $27 looks good. I'm going to short the top. And it's probably not the top. I just got news for you. Anyways, no need to go in circles here. That's kind of where we're at here. The premise is to not consider a short, and just to recommend, if you do end up taking a trade to the downside, try to find some longs at 24, 23, or 22. Those are nice round numbers, coincidentally. Those would be good places to consider. Okay. Between now and then, I would not consider shorting just based on the liquidation potential and how crazy things are right now. A lot of coins are just wrecking faces if they're trying to short. All right, folks. Hope that worked well for you. Last but not least, too, again, this is extremely important as well, because one of our affiliates, BingX, one of my favorite exchanges, of course, still love them. They're requiring a VPN right now, which means KYC is on the horizon. So make sure you do yourself a favor, partner with Bitunix. That's why we partnered with them. You get some significant benefit rewards by using my link. And ultimately, we're going to have trading competitions soon. But they have no KYC, no VPN, trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets. Those are all things that are extremely important to have in this market, because if you don't trade with multiple targets or game plan in place, you're just shooting blindly. Again, good traders have strategy. Good traders know what they're going to get out of it before they get into it. Do yourself a favor and do the same thing. Again, I teach that in my Trading University videos. Check that out if you are part of my community. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your day.